Steve, and I'm here with Jerry Peterson, who's the president of the United Way of Allen County. How you doing, Jerry?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Good. Appreciate your time. First question, we talked a little bit in the press conference about businesses that want to get involved with this, as far as matching funds and things like that. Are those opportunities available to corporations and businesses?
Absolutely. Corporations and businesses that want to step up and help in this process. If they want to give a larger donation, the donation amounts that are on the website are relatively small because we're hoping that the average citizen will step up and help out. But any corporation that wants to make a larger gift, 500, 1,000, whatever, 100% of it will be matched. And if there are any corporations who would also like to add to the fund in any kind of major way, we certainly would be glad to give them publicity and be very, very grateful, because whatever we're able to distribute to the community out of these funds, it's really going to be helpful.
Mm-hmm. And 100% of it
100% of it goes through. Nobody's taking any fees, any fundraising fees or anything. So 100% of it goes through. And
you're able to do that because I guess you could say the infrastructure is already in place for the various
United
agencies.
Way has the infrastructure, and our board, in agreeing to do this in partnership with the Community Foundation of Greater Fort Wayne and the AEP Foundation through INM locally, our board said we're going to eat whatever costs we have in making this possible.
Okay. And we talked a little bit about this is a grant process for the agencies that are going to be receiving the funds.
Right.
They have submitted some proposals.
They have submitted proposals because each organization has some differences in their ability, how much money they could actually put into the community or how many that they could serve. So rather than just dividing it equally among the organizations, they submitted a grant proposal. And it's also about accountability, because we believe in that in every instance, even in this, that we want to know how they're going to use the money, who will benefit from the money, what eligibility requirements they're going to use, and then they'll be expected to report back to us about how the money was actually used, how many people were helped. We want to get that information back out to the community too.
And it's also looking to enlarge their, I guess I want to say expand beyond what they normally see and maybe help some that are kind of
We are hopeful because, one of the primary reason for such a dramatic increase in the need are people who do technically still have resources on the books, but they can't pay their rent or put food on the table. And so regardless of whether or not a person has resources, when times are tough like this, we need to reach out and help each other. And so we've asked the organizations to do what they can to relax their eligibility requirements so that those who might not be eligible from other funds would be eligible through this one.
Feels like you're being a little proactive here.
Well, and that is actually one of the most exciting pieces of this. And I have to give credit to the AEP Foundation in Ohio, who did a similar thing there in Columbus. And they contacted the local INM and said, hey, we'd be willing to make some money available in Allen County. Can you find some partners who would work with you to put this together? And so they came to United Way and to the Community Foundation, and we were delighted to work with them. But the credit and the initiative really has to go to AEP Foundation, and we're incredibly grateful as a community, and the rest of us just stepped up to put the rest of the pieces in place.
It's an exciting program.
It is.
Any other exciting things happening with United Way?
Well, I'm probably most excited about our Learn United efforts, which is the effort to bring the community together around helping to make sure that all of our third graders can read at grade level by the end of third grade. Because what we're finding is if we as a community eventually want to reduce the poverty rate and have fewer people who need the very funds we're talking about, we have to make sure that all of our children are receiving the education that they need and they're really equipped for the job market that's out there when they're done. So being able looking at something that's really a root cause of poverty and bringing the community together around changing it, that really gets me excited.
Jerry, we appreciate your time. You're doing some exciting things there, and we really appreciate what you bring to the community.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.